Hello, you're watching Arise Entertainment 360. I'm Shannon Lanier.
And I'm Lola Ogunnaike, and we're here to bring you the newest and hottest stories in American entertainment, culture, and sports.
So coming up today, you heard it first here.
Yep.
The Tony nominations are out and our experts' predictions came true.
Plus, Martha Stewart is on the market, and she's looking for a new man.
And find out what the extremes that people are going to get arms like First Lady Michelle Obama and, of course, our own Lola Ogunnaike.
Well, I mean, if you'd like to put us in the same sentence, who am I to disagree?
Rock solid, baby.
You were too funny. Did you do anything cool last night? I just slept.
Yeah, I slept actually a little bit too. I didn't have to get up until 5 a.m. to get the baby. My wife was so kind to me last night. Yeah, so.
That's nice. That's nice. How's that going?
It's going well, but Grandma has left the building, so now it's all on us. Ooh. So things are gonna get really tough. So we're gonna have to call Auntie Lola over to help us out.
To help you do what? Like,
you can sing to the baby.
There's a Similac. There's the breast milk.
Okay, then on that note.
I'll sing a lullaby.
There you go.
All right.
We'll have your lullabies.
Go.
Okay.
Well, we got some serious news up front. I know, but it's true. We got to do it.
It's important.
So Catherine Zeta-Jones has checked into a treatment facility to get more help for her bipolar disorder. She's expected to be there for the next 30 days, and reps for the actress say Zeta-Jones is taking proactive measures to treat her mental health issues. And you know, it's not her first time in a facility. She was in one in 2011. So Shannon, here's hoping she feels better. And again, at least she's being proactive about this.
Definitely. That's always a good thing. Okay, so yesterday's announcement from the first openly gay active pro athlete is sparking lots of talk. Here's what some of the celebs had to say about NBA player Jason Collins and his decision to come out. The league's commissioner David Stern tweeted, "Jason has been a widely respected player and teammate throughout his career, and we are proud he has assumed the leadership mantle on this very important issue." And
former President Bill Clinton, who was new to Twitter, sent this message, quote, "I'm proud to call Jason Collins a friend." And Aisha Tyler actually shared her opinion on her show, The Talk.
That's right.
Yeah, let's take a listen.
Pro athletics is one of the last kind of entities which is still incredibly homophobic, where people use slurs all the time against other, to tell people that they're not good enough, they're not masculine enough. And so there are a lot of people in sports who are in the closet and they're afraid to come out. So for one man to take a stand and say, "I'm gay and I'm out," first of all, it's a beacon for other athletes to feel safe about coming out as well. It shows them it's okay. And the other reason why coming out is so important is that, you know, the original coming out movement was about there's all this homophobia and bigotry. But if you know someone who's gay, someone you love, someone you work with, a family member, it's harder then to be a bigot towards other people, because now someone who's close to you has said, "I'm gay, it's not okay." It makes you examine your own bigotry. So this is a guy, he's incredibly masculine. He's not some kind of like stereotype. He's a big guy. He's really like, you know, he's a physical competitor. And now people can say it's okay to be gay, and I can come out and I can support my friends when they come out.
Yeah, and it's also...
Wow, he's been getting a lot of support around his decision.
He sure has.
But you know, a lot of the reaction has not all been supportive, unfortunately. Yeah, during an interview yesterday, ESPN reporter Chris Broussard described homosexuality as a, quote, "an open rebellion to God."
Whoa.
Yeah, exactly. And coming up later in the show, in our Schmertz report, we'll have more on this decision and why and how it may affect Jason's career and his pockets. So you have to look forward to that.
Yeah, that should be a good conversation.
Always with Schmertz on the show.
Yeah, Schmertz report is always good. Well, shifting gears,
yes.
The Tony nominations are out, and many of the shows that we previewed yesterday, like A Trip to Bountiful, were actually nominated. And you know, yesterday we had on Broadway expert Patrick Riley, and he visited our show, and one of his predictions actually came true.
All right.
And here's what he had to say.
I want to be the first to speak Cicely Tyson's name as a Tony Award nominee. I know they don't announce it until later in the week, but I really would like to see her win. I think it would be a beautiful, beautiful moment for the Tonys.
And we're definitely rooting for her as well.
I want Patrick to speak about some lottery numbers. If he's putting predictions out there like that. Excuse me, Mr. Patrick Riley.
True,
Thank you very much.
Well, you know, another Patrick pick was also nominated, Kinky Boots.
Ooh,
That's
Kinky
right.
Boots.
And other notable nominees include Condola Rashad and Courtney B. Vance for Best Actress and Actor in a Feature Role. Plus, Tom Hanks and Nathan Lane, was it?
Yes.
Yeah, Nathan Lane
I
also
love
received
Nathan Lane.
nods for Best Actor in a Play.
But Motown the Musical, which has been sold out for months, only received 4 nominations.
Really?
And Shannon, they were in very interesting categories. 2 were for Best Sound Design and Best Orchestration.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Was it like they just had to throw them a bone, like, oh, let's give them something?
I don't know. It seems like a bit of a snub to me.
Yeah. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of press surrounding that and why they didn't get more, because music alone, the music when they played was fabulous.
I would have thought, but
Yeah.
apparently the Tony nominators did not agree at all.
There was some stiff competition this
I
year.
guess there was a mountain that was high enough.
Oh! Boom, boom.
I'm here all week. Don't forget to tip
Leave a
your
tip.
waitress.
Yeah, right.
Well, you can get the complete list of nominees at TonyAward.com.
That's right.
good.
So we have to look out for that whole list and
All
see what's
right.
going on.
Well, speaking of looking,
Uh-oh.
Martha Stewart is looking for someone to share her perfectly
All right.
made bed.
Uh-oh. Holla.
The domestic diva recently told Matt Lauer that she's on the hunt for Mr. Right and has even turned to online dating for help.
Really?
Miss Martha has posted a profile on the popular website Match.com, and she says she's looking for someone who is, quote, energetic, outdoorish, really smart, and tallish.
Outdoorish and tallish. What is that exactly? 7 foot, 5 foot?
I don't know.
And what did her picture look like? Did she have a big cake there? Like, that is a way to a man's heart. Show him you know how to cook.
Exactly.
That's how my wife got me.
Oh.
One of the reasons.
Good to know, good to know. Well, listen to the way that she described herself.
Okay.
She called herself, quote, curious, intelligent, entrepreneurial, hardworking, fun, and adventurous.
And she forgot rich.
She forgot rich.
She should have started with that. The emails would have been flying in.
Well, do you have any single friends for her, Shannon?
You know, actually, we have a man right here, John, who behind the camera over there is always dancing it up
John.
before the show. He's available. He's single. We'll have to hook him up, and then we can get free meals from Martha all the time.
All right, let's do that. You know, John's got the moves, too.
Oh, he's like, whatever.
Oh, come on, John.
But, you know, I think it's interesting. I think Martha may have been putting that out there in the air, kind of saying, you know, this could be a good reality show, maybe. So maybe I think she was hinting at that. Come on, if Martha's looking for love.
Martha's looking for love.
Yeah, we got enough love shows out there, but hey.
I would watch that one.
We will watch Martha?
Yeah, especially if she went out on dates with hot, dashing billionaires from around the globe.
Now that would be pretty cool. It should be feeding them like, eat this. honey.
Yes, here's some lemon meringue pie, darling.
Now time for dessert.
Well, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, they don't want baby gifts from their celebrity friends at all.
Really?
Instead, they're asking their A-list buddies to donate money to the Lurie Children's Hospital in Chicago, which is actually near where Kanye grew up.
Right.
And, you know, fake baby registries have been popping up on the web, and they wanted to make it clear to everyone that they're not behind them. So keep your onesies and keep your baby Gap gift cards and just send them the money.
I like that. That's a nice cause.
It is.
Yeah.
Why not? They don't need the money.
That's very true.
They can buy whatever they want.
So give it to a good cause.
Give it to a good cause.
All right. Well, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge didn't let their anniversary keep them from their royal commitment. The couple's second wedding anniversary was yesterday, and Kate Middleton spent the afternoon visiting a children's hospital while Prince William, was on duty at the Royal Air Force in North Wales. Now, according to reports, the couple celebrated their occasion last week when the prince surprised his wife with a romantic meal at home.
Aww.
Isn't that sweet?
That is very sweet.
I just wonder if he actually cooked the meal or he had his staff cook it.
Can you imagine?
It would be a little bit more romantic, wouldn't you agree?
It would be, but do you think he can actually cook? Do you think he's ever cooked a meal?
Nah, peanut butter and jelly.
When you're a prince, do you do anything?
No.
Do you even brush your own teeth, or do they? Is it like Coming to America where someone just
Wipers?
brushes your teeth? You did not go there. Moving right along.
Yes, the spring's hottest new accessories aren't really sandals or sunglasses.
No, what women want apparently are buff biceps. Upper arm surgery has shot up. Get this, Shannon.
Wow.
It's shot up more than 4,000% in the past decade.
Really?
4,000%, and that's according to the American Society of Plastic Surgeons, so they would know.
Right, that's true.
And they're saying that women are either opting for liposuction, and that's to get rid of excess fat, or what they call brachioplasties, which helps remove that dreaded bat wing. You know, when you have that flap, that's called a brachioplasty. Who knew?
Okay.
Everything has a name.
Well, in a poll conducted by the ASPS, 31% of people said they wanted arms like Michelle Obama.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it definitely does. 29% want arms like Jennifer Aniston.
Works for me, too.
And 16% want arms like Jessica Biel.
Ooh, she's got great, she's got
fabulous.
killer biceps.
Now, 13% wanted arms like Kelly Ripa.
I like Kelly Ripa's
A little
arms.
too small for me.
A little too thin for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And only 11% wanted arms like Demi Moore.
Aww.
And 100% wanted arms like Lola.
Oh, come on. This cannot be a commercial for my arms.
She's like, please stop it.
This
stop
can't
it.
be a commercial for my arms.
As you're flexing.
Well, later in the show, we'll have celebrity trainer Nicole Chaplin here, and she'll tell us how to get those killer biceps without having to go under the knife. So that'll be good. Right on time.
Definitely need to know this information.
Yeah, she's right on time.
All right. Well, James Bond is heading to the U.S.
Yeah.
Well, at least the film studio that's responsible for shooting most of the, get this, 23 007 films, they're moving to the U.S. Pinewood Studios is developing a 288 acres for their new location just south of Atlanta, Georgia.
That's fascinating. Yeah. I wouldn't think 007 in Atlanta.
Yeah, well, when you got the studio like that at 288 acres, you can just build about anything on that set.
You can build anything. And you know, it looks like Atlanta is really becoming a force to be reckoned with in the world of television and film. I mean, last year there were more than 300 productions shot there.
Wow.
And I think The Walking Dead was shot there, one of the X-Men movies, and all of Tyler Perry's films.
Right, just about everything he does is in Atlanta. They're actually becoming like a little mecca, and they're getting a lot of great discounts. That's what it is, for tax breaks and like up to 30% for being able to shoot there. It's a real good incentive to get them there.
Well, speaking of Atlanta, Jane Fonda, after 2 Academy Awards and a career that spans more than 50 years, Jane Fonda finally dipped her hands and feet outside of Hollywood's Chinese theater. You know she's an Atlanta resident.
Right, and she immortalized her signature above a peace sign that she made with her hands. And she says, quote, "What's specifically special to me is that I'm going to be right next to my dad."
Oh, congratulations to Jane Fonda, and we'll look forward to seeing her portray Nancy Reagan in the upcoming movie, The Butler.
I know that's going to be fabulous.
That's going to be great.
Is it Oprah in that as well?
Oprah is in that, yes. That's going to be fantastic.
Well, Jane is great in everything she does. That's why she finally got a star. It should have happened a little sooner, but I'm glad she got it.
I thought it would have happened a little sooner too, but hey, better late than never, that's for sure.
Very true. Very late than never, and that's how we always keep it.
All right, so when we come back, food.
Oh, food.
Yes.
Oh, we're detoxing, right?
Yeah, we
I
sure
like
are. We
detoxing.
sure
Getting
are.
cleansed, but not like people normally think of cleansing.
No, we actually get to eat this time around.
Hopefully we'll have something to eat today.
You're watching Arise Entertainment 360.